Good morning, my friends. Hello again. It's Miss Kendra from Learn and Play Montessori School. I'm feeling real good. How are you feeling? Really good too? Life keeps getting better and better. All these good days. Yeah, I'm happy about that. Let's take a look at our calendar. And while I'm thinking about a calendar, I want to mention to my parents and our friends that we start a new month next week, and I want to make sure all my friends have all the things that they need to be prepared. So parents, let us know if we're going to be seeing you again in September. I really want to. I'm really excited to see you guys. And let's talk about today. What's today? Today is Friday. Today is Friday. You feeling good this Friday? Feeling fantastic on Friday? Yeah? And today is Friday. Yesterday was Thursday. Thank you. Yesterday was Thursday. Today is Friday. Tomorrow will be Saturday. That's right, Saturday. You guys know all your days of the week. Do you know how many days are in the week? 7. Exactly right. And yesterday was the 27th. So today we move forward one day to the what? 28. That's right. And what month are we in? How many months do we have? 10? 12. 12 months. That's right. And what month is it right now? August. Thank you. August. Very cool. And next month will be September. What is the year? 2020? That's right. Let's say the month all together. Today is Friday, August 28th, 2020. Great job. And it's a beautiful, wonderful Friday, right? Yeah, awesome. Let's sing our phonics song. Let's sing our phonics song. Are you ready with me? Okay. Do you know these letter sounds? Do you know these letter sounds? They will help you learn to read. They will help you learn to read. Apple, apple, baby, baby, ba. Cookie, cookie, dolly, dolly, d. Elbow, elbow, flower, flower, garden, garden, g. Hammer, hammer, igloo, igloo, jelly, jelly, j. Kitten, kitten, k. Lion, lion, ooh. Monkey, monkey, Necklace, necklace, Ostrich, ostrich, Pumpkin, pumpkin, Quarter, quarter, qua. Rabbit, rabbit, Scissors, scissors, Tiger, tiger, Undershirt, undershirt, vacuum, vacuum. Window, window, whoa, whoa, whoa. X-ray, X-ray, yo, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Zebra, zebra, z, z, z. Thank you for singing our phonics song with me. Very awesome. Now today in our school, we had a fire drill. Why do we have a fire drill? Can you tell me, why do we have a fire drill? For fun? No. So we are safe and ready if an emergency happens, if a fire happens. If a fire happens in your building, what are we gonna do? We gotta go, we gotta get out. And if you're at school, there's a few things that we do. Your teacher will make sure we have all of our friends together, and we will carefully move to go outside. Let me show you. If we hear the fire alarm, a drill or not, we are going to get all of our friends ready. Do we need to take our bags and jackets? We leave everything where it is. We need to go. The fire alarm, we go, right? Right. So in a classroom, we're gonna go out the door. And in every classroom, we have a map that tells us where to go in case there's an emergency in this school. And your teacher will also grab a mask and the emergency bag, and then we'll head outside. The fastest way to go outside, right? That's what we do for a fire drill or a fire. And we wait to come back inside. We make sure we have all clear, everything is safe, right? Yeah, we always make sure we have all of our friends with us. Today, it's only Miss Kendra and our Miss Camera. Right? Yeah. Okay, so this weekend, right? Today is Friday, and then it's our weekend. This weekend, let's make sure at home that we are ready for an emergency. Do you want to be ready? Yeah. Doesn't mean an emergency is going to happen, but we want to be ready always, just in case. So, what we want to make sure is in our house, in every room, just like in every room at school, we have a fire alarm. And that fire alarm can tell us very quickly if there is a fire, and it'll go woo, woo, loud sirens, and it tells us time to get out. You need to go. There could be an emergency, right? Yeah. And at school, you saw the map that we have at school? Yeah, you can make your own map of your own house and think about, if there is an emergency, how am I going to get out of my house? Let's make a plan this weekend with Mom and Dad. Make sure we know how to quickly get out of the house. Maybe even 2 different ways. That sounds like a really good idea. And then just like in class and at school, we have our emergency bag. Maybe we can start thinking about what should go in my emergency bag. I hope we have an emergency bag. Right at school, we have all of our friends and teachers' information, and we have first aid kit just in case we get an ouch. Right? We want to be ready just in case there is ever any emergency. And we're gonna be safe here at school because we have a plan. So we want our friends to have a plan at home too, okay? Okay, awesome. Now, let's take a look at some shapes. And not some flat shapes, some like 3D shapes, some geometric solids. Can you say geometric solids? Geometric solids, good job. So I'm gonna get my worksheet and I'm gonna get my shapes. And at school, we have these shapes. At home, maybe you can look around and try to find these shapes. Or with Play-Doh, we can make these shapes. Yeah? Awesome, I like that idea. So I'm gonna bring 3 more shapes that we have not talked about yet. We talked about 3 shapes on Tuesday. These are 3 more shapes. So we have our worksheet, and I'm using the same worksheet from Tuesday. So I have already colored my sphere, cone, and cube blue because these shapes are blue. And maybe when we make these shapes at home, we can use blue Play-Doh. That sounds cool. And there's recipes on the internet to make your own homemade Play-Doh with some flour and salt and water. Could use a little blue food coloring to make some blue Play-Doh. Now, the next 3 shapes are here. Let's look at our first shape. This is a cylinder. Can you say cylinder? Good. This is a cylinder. It looks like a circle on one side, but it is long and circle. Right? This is a cylinder. This is a rectangular prism. Can you try to say that? Rectangular prism. On 2 sides, there is a what shape? A square. On 2 sides, there is a square. On 4 sides, there is, what shape is this? A rectangle. On a rectangular prism, 2 sides have squares and 4 sides have a rectangle. This is a rectangular prism. This shape is a square-based pyramid. Can you see the square on the base of this pyramid? Yeah, I see the square. Can you say square base pyramid? Good job. And then there's 1 square and 4 triangles. This is the square-based pyramid. Do you see how all the triangles come to a point? Square-based pyramid. Now, I need your help. I need your help to point to our shapes. Can you please use your finger to point to the cylinder? Yeah, use your finger to point to the cylinder. Awesome. Did you point to this one? You did? Awesome job. Yes, this is the cylinder. Excellent. Can you use your finger to point to the square base pyramid? Did you point to this one? You're right again. This is the square-based pyramid. Now, use your finger to point to the rectangular prism. Awesome job. Did you point to this? Yes, this is the rectangular prism. Good job. What color are these shapes? Are these geometric shapes? Orange? Blue. Yes, blue. That's right. Now, can I ask you a few more questions? You ready? Okay. What is this? What is this? Did you say rectangular prism? You did. You're correct. That's right. This is a rectangular prism. What is this? What is this? What geometric shape is this? Did you say cylinder? You guys have been paying attention and staying focused. You're right again. This is a cylinder. I have one more question. What is this? What is this shape? Yes, it is a square-based pyramid. Awesome job. Awesome, awesome job, friends. Now, we have our worksheet to color. Do you see those shapes on our worksheet? Yeah, it's going to be the next three. We looked at sphere, cone, cube. Now we looked at cylinder, rectangular prism, and square-based pyramid. Let's color those shapes with a blue color. And we're going to hold our pencil. 100 fingers? Not even on Friday. 3 fingers, right? Okay, from top to bottom. Nice, quiet focus. Excellent job. All right, we finished coloring cylinder, rectangular prism, and now square-based pyramid. Okay, awesome. So we talked about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shapes this week. So let's take another look at these shapes that we saw this week. This is a sphere. A sphere. This weekend, I want my friends to find 2 spheres. And when you find 2 spheres, we can draw a picture of your two spheres. Maybe it's a ball, maybe a baseball, maybe a globe of the world. And we can draw some pictures. And this shape, what is this? With a circle on the bottom, a point at the other side, a cone. Do you know some things that are cone-shaped? Yeah, we can find something that is shaped like a cone at home and draw a picture. And this is a cube. A cube, we know that because it is a square on all sides. Can you find something with a cube shape at home? And draw a picture. And let's also find and draw a picture of something that is cylinder shape. And what is this shape again? Rectangular prism. Let's find something at home in this shape and draw a picture of that. And last shape today, this is the square base pyramid. Let's find something at home that has a square based pyramid. And we can draw a picture of that. Awesome job, my friends. Now, you see that Miss Kendra has these jobs and work out in front of her. So can I just go sing a song? Can I leave this on the table? No, I gotta clean up. We always clean up after ourselves. So I'm going to first tuck my chair. And then I'm going to take my work back to the shelf. And at school, we're taking very good care of our materials, just like at home. So I'm moving slowly, and I'm using my two hands. Awesome. I'm excited we got to look at those geometric solids. Those are some of our Montessori materials. And we're Montessori kids, right? Yeah, so let's sing our Montessori kids song. Are you ready? I know I'm ready. Are you standing up? Will you stand up with me? Thank you. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. We go to our classroom, adventures in our way. Our teacher's there to guide us in our learning game. We choose the work we want to do. Things do always change. We study practical life. We're on our way to fame. We are Montessori kids. We are Montessori kids. We are from Montessori. Listen to our story. Montessori is teaching me all about reality. We are Montessori kids. We learn about the continents, languages, and math. Our movable alphabet helps us to learn fast. Every day's an adventure. A few things stay the same. Respect is the key to our learning game. We are Montessori kids. We are Montessori kids. We are from Montessori. Listen to our story. Montessori is teaching me all about reality. We are Montessori kids. The song that we sing is what we're all about. We are Montessori kids. Listen to us shout. RESPECT is Montessori philosophy. I respect you and you respect me. We are Montessori kids. We are Montessori kids. We are Montessori kids. We are from Montessori. Listen to our story. Montessori is teaching me all about reality. We are Montessori kids. We are Montessori kids. We are Montessori kids. Hooray! Hooray! Awesome job, my friends. I'm so happy we're all Montessori kids. Are you happy? Yeah? That's awesome. I'm so happy my friends are happy. And we learn so many things in Montessori. We learn about the continents, languages, and math. Let's do some math. Yeah, you ready? Okay, I'm gonna get my math worksheet because we are making tens today. And I'm curious, did my friends make their own pieces of paper to make tens? Well, we can put that on the list of things to do this weekend, right? Yeah, I'm gonna get my tabletop number rods. And at home, we can use our own. We can make our own and use our own. What color are number rods? Red and blue, that's right. So I made sure to have a red and blue pencil with me and a regular pencil too. So, first thing, let's put our name up top. And then we're ready to, what? What comes after our name? Read the directions. You got it. These directions are using the tabletop number rods, review how to make tens. Write the two numbers that makes 10. So we have our number rods here to use. So I'm going to use the number rods here and the number rods from the tabletop. Okay? So I am going to open the box. And the first problem says, place the number 1 rod at the end of the number 9 rod. So it looks like we are going to be needing the 9 rod and the 1 rod. So I'm going to take out my 9. Let's double check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And place the number 1 rod at the end of 9. There we go. Now, is that equal to 10? Let's take our number 10 rod out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's our 10 rod, and here is 9 and 1. Are they equal? Yeah, that's right. So this is 9. We can write a 9 in this box plus 1. Plus 1. equals 10. So let's color these. The first one is always red. 1. And then number 2 is blue. 2. 3. 4. How many fingers am I using to hold my pencil? 3, you got it. Here's 5. 6. 7. 8. And 9. Plus 1. And 1 is red. There we go. We did the first one there together. Now, the next problem says, place the 2 rod at the end of the 8 rod. Here's my 8 rod. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And here is my 2 rod at the end. Is that equal? Yeah. Let's write here. This is 8 plus 2 equals 10. And we can color here. And on the other side, pardon me, we will color first and then write the numbers, okay? Okay, and after we'll color first and then write these numbers. And finally, the bottom row of number rods. Great work, my friends. Now I can't forget, we've been talking about a really special person this week, and that special person is Maria Montessori. And Maria Montessori is the wonderful person who created these kind of materials. And do you know what it is? It's her birthday. It's Maria Montessori's birthday. So I'm going to clean this up so we can take a look at something to celebrate Maria Montessori's birthday. So I'm taking this back to the shelf where it belongs, and my worksheet back to the shelf where it belongs. And I have this paper here. Do you have this paper at home? You do? So on this paper at home, the directions say, make Maria Montessori a birthday card by writing Happy Birthday Maria Montessori. So we can use these words here to copy and write on the card. And then we can decorate it. Okay? We want to celebrate Maria Montessori's birthday. Can everyone say happy birthday to Maria Montessori? Happy birthday, right? Yeah, good job. Now before we go, before I send you off for the weekend, I want to read a book. You ready for a book? Yeah? Okay. And in all of our awesome classrooms at Learn and Play Montessori School, we have a little library. Let's see what we have over here. Are you guys familiar with Pete the cat? Oh, you are? I have a Pete the Cat's Got Class. So let's read Pete the Cat's Got Class. Come on over here so you can see my book called Pete the Cat's Got Class. That's the title, Pete the Cat's Got Class by James Dean. This is the author, James Dean. Let's read this book together. You ready? Pete the Cat's Got Class. Do you have class? Yeah. It's math time, says Pete's teacher, Mr. G. Pete the cat loves math. He loves how the numbers work together. If I add 3 red blocks and 4 yellow blocks together, how many blocks would we have in all? Says Mr. G. Pete raises his hands. 7 blocks, says Pete. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Very good, Pete, says Mr. G. Mr. G asks the class a subtraction question. If I take 2 blocks away from 7, how many blocks will be left? Pete raises his hand, but the teacher calls on Tom. 9, says Tom. Pete feels bad for Tom. Tom is super smart. He can name all the dinosaurs. He just has trouble with math. Pete has an idea. He will help Tom become awesome at math. Helping is cool. On the bus home from school, Pete sits next to Tom. Do you want to come over to play? Tom asks. I've got some cool new race cars for my birthday. Awesome, says Pete. We can do our math homework and then we can race the cars. I hate math, says Tom. You don't hate math, Pete tells Tom. You just don't love it yet. Pete sets up some blocks. If I add 5 blue blocks and 3 orange blocks together, how many blocks will I have in all? This is boring, says Tom. Can't we play with my race cars? This gives Pete a great idea. Sure we can, he says. Pete lines up some race cars. If 5 race cars are going to the racetrack and 5 yellow cars are going to the car wash, how many cars are on the road, he asks. Easy, says Tom. 10 cars, like a traffic jam. Now, what if 2 cars stayed home, says Pete? How many cars would be left? Says Tom, studying the lineup. 8 cars. Right, says Pete. See, I told you that math is awesome. Pete quizzes Tom on one math problem after the next. 4 cars minus 1. 3, says Tom. 8 cars plus 7, says Pete. 15, says Tom. I can't believe it. I'm doing math, and I'm loving it. Pete and Tom do their homework. Let me know if you need help, says Pete. Thanks, says Tom, but I know what I'm doing now. The next day, Pete hands in his math homework, and Tom does too. After lunch, the teacher passes back their assignment. Pete and Tom each got 1 wrong. I'd like to see you after class, says Mr. G. You both know not to copy someone else's work, says Mr. G. We didn't copy, says Pete. You both got the exact same answer wrong, Mr. G tells them. How can we prove that we got the same answers on our own, says Tom. I know, Pete tells him. Bring your race cars to school tomorrow. Why? Tom asks. You'll see, says Pete with a smile. The next day, Pete and Tom get to school early. What are all the race cars for? Asked Mr. G. To show you how Tom got to be so good at math, says Pete. Give Tom a math problem, Pete says. Any math problem. I'll get it right, says Tom, without Pete's help. Mr. G gives Tom one math problem after another, and Tom uses the race cars to get all the answers right. Wow, says Mr. G. I am impressed. Pete helped me by making math fun, Tom says. I think that's something we can all learn from Pete, says Mr. G. Take it from Pete. Math is neat. The end. So that was a really fun book. Now let's go make a book report. Let's go back to the table and make a book report. I have my paper here, so come on over and let's see if we can figure out what goes where. I'm going to put my name up top first. It is Miss Kendra. The date is August 28th, 2020. Can my friends tell me what is the title of this book? Do you remember? Pete the Cat's Got Class. I will write that on this first line. Pete the Cat's Got Class. And the author is James Dean. I will write James Dean. And here is some space to draw a picture describing what the story is about. What was the story about? Yeah, it was about making math fun, right? How did they make math fun in the story? They used cars. Is that right? Here's my best attempt. So at home, my friends can draw your own pictures. And you can write a book report on this book and on another book. So this weekend, we have a lot of things to do, right? We can think about our fire safety and make sure we have a plan to get out of the house if there's ever an emergency. We can find all of our geometric solid shapes that we reviewed and learned today. We can make our own number rods with paper. We can write a book report. We are busy friends. I'm so happy about that. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week. And don't forget, make sure to let our friends here at Learn and Play Montessori School know if we're going to see you in September. and I'd be so excited to have even more new friends. Okay? You guys have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.